Car Con Carne, backstage at Riot Fest 2019. Car Con Carne presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. Say Ferris is playing day 3 of Riot Fest, but Monique from Say Ferris is such a big fan, she got here 2 days early.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
Are you ready? You feeling good?
Yeah.
Look at that. I've got Monique from Say Ferris sitting here.
Hi.
We're backstage at Riot Fest. Now, here's the thing. We're recording this on Friday the 13th. Don't be scared, Friday the 13th. You don't even play until Sunday. You came to Riot Fest early just to be here.
Yeah, because I'm a fan.
Because you're a music head.
I am. I'm a fan. I did this, like I said, for Punk Rock Bowling, and I do this for all the festivals now. Because it's my first Riot Fest.
I love
and
that.
I just wanted to take it all in.
And when I was scheduling an interview with you, I was told I had to wait till after Hot Water Music.
That is correct.
Which I get
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah. I'm scheduling all my press around the bands I want to see.
So, just to launch right into it, I don't think I'm alone. I don't think I'm the first one to say that we're ready for more new Say Ferris music. It's been 2 years since Checkered Past?
It has been, yeah. And then it was like 12 years.
Right.
Before that.
You're like Brigadoon at this point. You just-
That's very funny.
So, I mean, that said, we're ready for more. Where are you at with new music?
We're going to have something out by the end of the year. Or bury me.
Okay.
Because I've spent 2 years conceptualizing, visualizing, writing, preparing, working with different people. And it's definitely been a adventure. And it's been a lot of fun, but
that
it's
sounds
time.
sounds like a loaded word.
Yeah. It's been an adventure and a challenge. Like, I had to literally take a year off because I started to lose my mind.
I get that.
I really did.
So previously on Say Ferris, I mean, when we heard the new stuff, I think anything was exactly what we expected.
Okay.
That was, I guess, Say Ferris at its core. I mean, that's what we would expect.
You got it right.
But then we move on to new sound, and that was old school. That was two-tone. That was like vintage stuff. I love the way that song sounds.
Thank you. Well, John Avila, the producer, had so much to do with all of it. But that EP was like me coming out of the time capsule of 10 years of there were all these changes happening in the industry, and I wasn't awake or aware for any of it. So when I brought the band back and I was like, it's time to do some music, I was like, oh man, like, where do I start? I had no idea what people wanted to hear from Say Ferris, so I did 5 distinctly different songs, each one sort of embodying a different feel or a different era of Say Ferris. And you're right about anything. It was the spam under 21 song, because those are very highly requested songs, but there are songs that are just like, really? I'm a 44-year-old woman. Am I playing under 21 now? Really? So I wrote anything, and yeah, that song got a lot of traction. And then there was, like a punk song, and then, old school sounding sort of reggae-ish song. And then new sound was a test. It was kind of, let's see how people respond to this sort of new vibe, and if that resonates with, say, Ferris fans.
Yeah, you talked about emerging from your cocoon and launching back into the music industry. It was different. It's like, this is going to be a nerdy comparison, Monique, so bear with me. But it's like when Captain America was in suspended animation and he woke back up in the 21st century.
Yeah.
Everything was different, and the music industry just blew up while you turned your back.
Yeah.
Let's go back to 1997. What do you remember from that period when you were
97?
Yeah.
Well, 95 to 98 are sort of a blur, so they're all like one period. And I just remember, touring nonstop, which was great, because I love to tour. And I remember everything was different. I mean, we had signed for like over $1 million to Epic Records, and like we're putting out these
My God,
ridiculous
things were
videos.
different. Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, you know, there was so much hope. Like we
Yeah.
were so excited about everything, and coming back, you know, I had excitement, but I'm also a grown-up now, and so I had to put my business hat on
Yeah.
and do the label thing myself. I have
Yeah.
my own label now,
Right.
and
Which is punk rock.
I actually really enjoy it.
Sure.
You know, but what I didn't enjoy was, like I said, being kind of pumped out of the time capsule, and then not really knowing what I was doing,
Yeah.
and just nobody wanted to manage me at the time because they had no idea who I was, and I was too old. Basically, they perceived me as like, you're too old. Like, there's no money in you. And so I was just sort of flying by the seat of my pants, and I made some mistakes. But there was definitely a learning curve. And I wish I had known in 2013 what I know now, or 2015 what I know now. But it's still great.
So, ignoring band politics and things that happened through the years, let's talk about your health. I mean, there was a point where we thought you wouldn't perform at all anymore. Are you
Yeah.
are you bionic at this point?
I am. I'll show you a picture of my neck if I can find it. It'll take me a second, but I am bionic. I have 10 pins, 5 bands, 10 pins, and 5 pieces of cadaver bone in my neck.
Now that's more metal than punk.
That was a very, very good answer. I love it.
So, do you have to be
Yeah.
careful when you perform, or are you like fully healed? And
In the beginning, I was very careful, and now, I mean, yeah, there's certain things I don't headbang
Yeah.
anymore.
fair enough.
But I definitely feel better. The surgery was a success, and you know, the diagnosis is the reason why I brought the band back, because it was really scary.
Yeah, I bet.
I didn't know if I was losing my abilities to walk. I was losing.
That's horrifying.
I was losing coordination on the right side of my body, my arm, my leg, the right side of my face.
Oh man.
Yeah, because there was spinal cord damage as a result of, you know, these bone fractures in my neck, and no doctor wanted to go through the back
Right.
of my neck because of the spinal cord situation. It was just a lot more dangerous,
Yeah.
and they didn't want to assume the liability.
There
But
it
they
is.
also didn't want to assume the liability of going through the front, which is typically what they would do, because I'd never sing again.
Oh man.
And yeah, so I'll have to find the picture for you another time. But
well, we're glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Is this, in some respects, like a homecoming? I'm sure there are a lot of faces that you've toured with, Warped Tour with, at some point in your career. I'm sure there are a lot
Yeah. Well, you know, so I did Warped in 98, 2000, and then I came back in 2017, and was like, what's happening?
of. Who are these kids?
What's happened?
Uh-huh.
You know, it felt to me like it was just the blink of an eye, but it was an entire lifetime for some of these
Totally get
people.
it. I still think I'm 30, and I'm shocked when I'm not.
I know, it's weird.
Uh-huh.
It's a trip, because I really do feel better than I ever have in my whole life.
It seems that way.
Yeah, I do. And I think I'm also able to be much more present, because I feel like I've been given a second chance.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I really enjoy like every second of it. But yeah, like doing Warped was a gift. It was a gift. And yeah, so coming back, I see the Anti-Flags, I'm going to see the Guars, and I'm going to see all these bands that I'm friends with.
And I think we can
So.
agree Guar is the best monster band of all time.
They're the best.
They're clearly the best.
They're the best. And then I'm second, because I definitely we became besties because of the amount of time it takes us to get into costume.
That's that's hilarious.
Yeah,
for
for real.
entirely different reasons.
Yeah, I'm a different kind of monster.
All right, so if you're listening to this, Say Ferris goes on Sunday at Riot Fest. I can't miss. a daytime performance that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I heard you say we have to hold you to it, new music this year.
That is correct. And also, I'm showing my art here
You are?
at the Deep Eddy Vodka tent.
I walked right by it. Okay, I've got to go back.
in there, yeah. And ask one of the people that are working the tent for the art show to tell you the stories behind the pieces.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's I'm not even going to describe where it is. You can find it. It's by where all the merch stuff is here
Yeah.
at Riot Fest. All right, Monique, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.